He is beaming. Remember that magic hamster he found on the boat there? It's brought him so much joy. Maybe it's the sea air or something like that. Or the Tunisian food. Sure, where would we be without the old foreign food? Sure, it's the best part of mass immigration altogether.
Sorry, I'm a little bit late with my update today. It's been a busy day. And it's a cool update I have for you because in a few hours, by the time you hear from me next, we will be in Tunis, in Tunisia. So excited. I've never been to Africa before. I actually have many followers, believe it or not, in Tunisia. It's a place where there's a lot of
Muslims. Like what you're saying, like that. Yeah, okay, I get that.
Of follows on my Instagram page. I have a lot of messages from people in Tunisia. Hopefully I'll be able to meet some of you. We're going to be stopping off for a little bit.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to going to Tunisia. Why wouldn't you be? Everyone would be, like, especially if you're on a cruise. At some stage, you want to stop and, get onto land and meet the people, explore the city.
There's going to be a bit of an event. We're meeting up with other comrades. So remember I was telling you we were going to Tunis. So some people on the boat have already got off. I think they're like getting supplies or, probably shopping or whatnot. Maybe have a little wash or something. I don't know what they're doing. Some people are calling them cowards.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, I know. This is the most passive-aggressive little shit I've ever seen in my fucking life, right? So this is one day later. They've got into Tunisia.
Yeah.
The boat is anchored. So now he's saying, like, some people have gone off the boat. Some people are calling them cowards. Not him. But some people are calling them cowards.
I would never use that term, but all I know is that I've remained on the boat steadfast because I'm a boat guy.
You lying cunt, like you're just
even fucking pirates back in the day would, get off the boat because, it's kind of necessary.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so, like, yesterday's all excited. I can't wait to go to. I've lots of fans over there. I hope I get to meet them. And there's an event there. Going to meet up with comrades. And now all of a sudden, what's happened, Tadhg? In last week's adventure, Tadhg told us in his own special way that he was essentially scolded for his whiteness because he explained to us that somebody on the boat had explained to Tadhg that because he's not a person of colour, he doesn't experience the suffering of Palestine in the same way that a person of colour would. So Tadhg is at the bottom of the hierarchy on the boat. He is a cis white male, an ally, of course, but cannon fodder essentially. Like, so if a drone does come, Tadhg's job is to go out and take the hit. Same with when the Israelis get on board, Tadhg as an ally, as a cis white male, will go to the front of the boat and take the bullet for the people of colour on the boat. Now, of course, Tadhg is a master of mental gymnastics. By staying on the boat, he's a hero. Those people who've left the boat are, of course, cowards. Not his words. But somebody said something. I don't know if there's a lot of communication between boats. My spidey senses tell me that Tadhg and the people who are still on the boat have called them a bunch of cowards, or maybe they haven't. I don't know what's happened. So we'll
yeah, he could have made that up completely. Yeah.
Here's some of my remained on the boat steadfast gang. Guys, why have you decided to stay on the boat?
I love this boat.
This guy loves this boat.
Don't leave our boat.
We don't leave our boat.
Why?
If somebody has to stay on the boat, they had a vote, and Whitey has to stay on the boat.
Huh?
Because there's no person of color there who's remained on the boat. It's all very kind of white people. He's fully committed to staying on the boat. To leave the boat, in essence, is an act of cowardice.
So, but yeah, look, I'm hardcore. I'm staying on the boat.
Hardcore.
From beautiful Tunis, guys.
Oh, he's in Tunis.
It's absolutely stunning, by the way.
What the fuck, man?
He made it off the boat. They dragged him off the boat. He didn't want to leave, but somehow they've dragged him off the boat and got his ass to Tunis.
Absolutely beautiful city. I'm a big boats guy, as you know. I love my boat, and I do actually mean that. I love my captain. I love my crew. We have a beautiful camaraderie amongst ourselves. I didn't want to leave the boat. I was asked to do a media thing yesterday, so I went, and I was so long on land I couldn't get back to the boat, and so I ended up staying in a hotel, and then I...
All right.
Huh?
What a dirtbag. So didn't want to leave the boat, but did leave the boat because he was asked to do a media thing. Then magically spent too long on land, couldn't make it back to the boat, so had to spend the night in a hotel.
Okay, so the boat is now on its way to Palestine without him.
Oh, no. The boat's still there.
Oh,
He's just saying like that, you know, like they're in a marina. So he could easily just say, hey, listen, would you mind giving me a lift over to my boat? It's only moored off the fucking shore a couple of 100 meters away, you know. So what he's done is, but it can only be that he's fucking sick of living on a boat. Who wouldn't be? Like, I get seasick, right? But I can't imagine what it's like to be stuck on a boat for or a week, like on a little shitty tiny boat with like 20 other fucking people, you know, sleeping on the floor, and it's not comfortable. And Tadhg strikes me as a man of creature comforts. You know, every time we look at him, like, you know, he's sitting on a very plush, expensive sofa, no doubt bought with Patreon money, or dirty, filthy loot, as we call it. You know, loves a bit of chipper food. I think he was only eating chipper food there 3 months ago. So all he could afford was, you know, expensive, greasy chipper food every fucking night of the week. But no, so he couldn't hack it on the boat. Managed to get himself on shore, and realized, you know what? I'm fucking here now. Like, why would I want to spend another night? Do you know what? I would fucking love it. He would love a shower. And I can understand it. Like, who wouldn't? Like, he'd love a shower. He'd love to spend the night in a proper bed, relax, not have to deal with the fucking constant harassment and bullying and the struggle sessions at night, just to get away from it for a while. But he's framing it in such a way that, he missed the last taxi back to the boat, but he really wanted to be on the boat, didn't want to leave the boat, but unfortunately he got stuck on land and had to spend the night in a hotel. The poor
right.
buggy.
Sorry, let's be realistic. It's probably a good idea that all of them kind of, you know, just take a hotel room for a night. Why not? And shower, because I'm sure that the rest of you know, the others would appreciate that.
Oh yeah, like, see, 20 people on a boat, like, it must be fucking stinking.
You know what? Tadhg is probably going to be the only guy on the boat that gets laid. You know, you smell nice.
Yeah, what's that smell? That's amazing. Like, it's an aphrodisiac. Like,
And you know what I want to do now, more than anything else? I'm not rattled or anything, and people I'm talking to, I'm not rattled at all by this, obviously, this strike that's meant to derail us and put us off our job. All I want to do now is to get back to my boat, and I mean that. I want to get back.
Yeah. We're not convinced, you know. Just say it a few more times and in different ways.
Every time it's always the same with Tadhg, isn't it? The worst poker player on the planet, like, so many fucking tells.
Did the night watch last night. I want to get back to the sole focus of this, which is not even having a shower in a nice hotel, which was nice.
Oh my god!
Says that, like,
That's not why I'm here. I'm here to go to Gaza. I'm here to break the siege. So thank you for all your lovely messages. I have lots of messages from people concerned, because I think most of you will have seen now there was a drone attack on one of the global Sumud Flotilla boats last night. It's the family boat. That will be the boat that will be carrying Greta Thunberg, Thiago, our spiritual leader, Yasmin, our spiritual leader.
It's a cult, man. It's a fucking cult.
I mean, there's really no other way to read those words.
That's what the look of bliss was on his face originally. I think it's that cult face, you know, that just blissed out. sense of being involved with this family, this community.
Yeah, that's the look that you have on your face after you spent your first month with the Hare Krishna.
So it's a significant boat. It's one of the main boats, and it was attacked. There was a drone strike.
Okay, so there was footage released of the drone attack. So we have it from two different angles. And we'll have a look at it, see what we can make of it.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, such drama queens.
I know. Oh my God. So we'll have a look at a drop.
All right.
Now, I've got to say, I've never seen an incendiary device drop from a drone.
I mean, usually it's a grenade that gets dropped.
Yeah.
It's not something that's already ignited.
Yeah, so there was some news that the Israeli Defense Forces have been using quadcopters and dropping incendiary devices on tents and the likes inside of Gaza. But again, any research I've done that the material used is either phosphorus or termite, which can melt through anything up to kind of with a melting point of like 2,500 degrees Celsius. As we go back to 9/11 that we were talking about it earlier, there was traces of termite found there as well, because essentially cuts through metal, and fairly easy to make as well. So and I can't see why the Israeli Defense Forces would even fucking bother,
Yeah.
Just to send a drone. They'd have to send somebody to fucking Tunisia.
Yeah.
To be on shore. You can see the shore there, so I don't know how far that is away. So you're not going to fly a fucking drone from, Israel to like Tunisia on a battery anyway, like you got like half an hour, probably an hour if they've got 2 or 3 batteries hooked up. So you're going to have an agent waiting there, and then to fly the drone across, drop your incendiary device on the boat. And if you think if you were doing that, like you said, you would just bomb the fucking thing, or actually use termite or something that's actually going to cause damage.
Well, this is just bad for Israel. You know? It's not good. It doesn't help them. It goes against them. So why would they do that?
Exactly. It makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Yeah. And even the way it falls very gently. So to me, it looks like a flare that's gone up in the air and it's landed. But I don't know. I don't. I'm very suspicious because it doesn't make much sense. From a propaganda point of view, it makes sense. That would be a kind of a self-inflicted wound because it gets a lot of media attention, a lot of sympathy.
Yeah.
And this fucking overreaction, like, Jesus Christ, it's...
Yeah, KO says those screams were practiced. I don't know either way, really.
Yeah, it's very over the top. Like, I've never been on a boat that had a incendiary device land on it, but it wouldn't be like, hoop. It would be, okay, where's the fucking fire extinguisher? And you would assume that people have had training. If there is a fire on the boat, this is what you do. Go get the fire extinguishers, but not to panic like a fucking, cartoon woman from the 50s. I set my mother's kitchen on fire when I was 13 making fried chicken. I fell asleep while I was frying the chicken, and I came into the kitchen and it was a fucking ball of flame. And then I, ran a tea towel under the tap and didn't wring it out properly and threw it onto the hot oil, and then it was a massive fireball. But I didn't. Not once did I fucking scream. It was just okay. How do I solve this problem?
Yeah.
There's the damage.
What was that then? I mean, it was nothing. If it was actually to do any amount of damage at all, it would have, I don't know, sunk the fucking boat.
Yeah, and especially if it was, like a standard drone, if it's termite or phosphorus, it's going to burn straight through the most
Very quickly.
the strongest material normally on the deck of a boat is aluminium, like so. Make sure you stop to let people know what the fucking mission's about. Like, there, look, it's just
Tar that was burning?
tar, plastic. It looks like maybe the parachute from the flare. It's melted onto the deck.
Okay, so here's what I was thinking here.
Not a lot of damage. Or maybe
Sure.
flag remained, or they would replace them with the flag. Okay. Yeah.
And
Interesting.
tonight's update, I just wanted to say to you, like, I've been on this boat with these people now just a few days, and this probably sounds like a cliche, but the bond.
Yeah. So this is back to the cult. It's definitely a cult. So he's been on the boat for a few days. But
All right.
the bond is incredible.
Is unbelievable. Like, you become, and I think this is the way you protect yourself from all inevitabilities that may happen. As I say, we're aiming 100% to get to Gaza. But
It was all the white people who remained on the boat, wasn't it? Everyone else is some different ethnicity. I have to get someone to train me how to say that fucking word right. When I say it, I stumble over it.
there are other possibilities. We're being well trained in them, well drilled in them. These people who I've just met a few days ago, the bond is such that I would honestly go through a wall to protect them already. They feel like family. I know this sounds a bit mad.
It is mad because you've abandoned your family.
It's cult talk, man. You're toast.
He's left his actual partner, not his wife. I don't think that's going to happen because that might somehow belittle her or something if they get married or to Christian or something like that. And his children, like 3 children, I think, 14-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a newborn. For his new family. Wow.
Sounds a bit cliched, but unless you kind of cultivate that bond, I suppose we don't keep each other secure. So, for instance, let's say there's an interception. I'm not going to do anything or say anything that would put anyone else at risk because I already love these people.
Wow. 5 days on the boat. And he loves these people.
Wow.
I already see myself as a part of this collective. It's a kind of a case of we rather than me.
Oh my God, that's a little much. I mean,
The self is gone. Like he's
yeah, like all that was required for the task at hand is that we're all human beings and we're here to do something good. So let's watch each other's back. That's all. But no, he's gone into the deep end here.
Not that I would try anything anyway, but I'm going to be honest with you, and this won't come as a mad surprise. The thing I have to watch out for is if I do encounter an IOF soldier who is is intercepting the boat or anything like that, the main thing I need to consider is, can I not be making jokes? Because honestly, this is any difficult situation I've ever gone through in my life. I always make jokes. I joke.
Yeah, the crew members, they must have had a chat with him. Because I can't imagine what it's like to be on a boat with him for 5 fucking days. And he's making those corny jokes like all the fucking time. I don't
all them dad jokes would just insult dads around the world.
Yeah. Just I can imagine how painful it is. Like every fucking pun imaginable, he's jumping on it, and
so what he's been told basically, without being explicitly told, because you couldn't say such a terrible thing to a person, is that in that situation, any human being, even a soldier, would recognize a joke and kind of lighten up a little. And it'll take the tension away. But if he tries to make a joke, it would be so blatantly unfunny that it would just come across as disrespect.
Yeah, and he'd get everybody on the boat killed. Like,
Yeah.
Took my way out of it. This is not one of those instances where that would be a good idea for so many obvious reasons. So I have to train myself not to smile. I have to train myself not to say anything.
Let me guess. Let me guess. 2 Israelis walk into Gaza. They get shot. Ha 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 ha.
yeah. Well, what do you call a Jew in an oven? Like, you know, something like that. I don't fucking know. I don't even know if that would be too highbrow for Tadhg. Like,
Train myself not to make any smart aleck comments or do anything potentially humorous.
that shouldn't be a fucking problem. Train himself to stop being so hilariously funny.
I hope he brings that skill back with him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the Jewish people would be a good people to learn about comedy from, wouldn't it? They're quite good at the whole entertainment business. Like,
because it could put my comrades at risk. Because maybe it'll take white people, Westerners, to be.
this is back in Tunisia. Again, more of the cult stuff and kind of standard fare for allies who happen to be white. What it will take for the world to finally take notice of these type of events is for white people to die, because, you know, the powers that be just don't care about brown people dying. But as soon as they see a white person dying, it's like, okay, well, we have to end the situation in Palestine now because white people are dying. Did you hear?
Right.
But we just thought it was brown people up to now, but now that white people are dying, we have to end it. Like, thank God World War I and World War II was just brown people dying, because if a white person had died, it would have been over in a fucking moment. But this cabbage is obviously bought into it, like, because, you know, all these other people are saying, well, you know, yeah, do you know what, Tadhg? I think you should die. We're looking for a martyr. There's kind of news that something's going to go down in the States in the next couple of days, and there's going to be some sort of Christian martyr who's going to emerge. Had a premonition about it. So Tadhg should be a martyr for the brown people.
Injured, to be killed, unfortunately, before most of the Western media class will say, okay, maybe it's something that we need to worry about now. It's okay when hundreds of thousands of brown people are being murdered, but now a white person has been kind of scared. Let's lead with that story. We are not the story. The genocide, the man-made starvation is the story.